You know these AI-generated confession stories on the internet? They all start exactly the same. I am a wife of 25. Already incredible beginning. Not woman, not person, not even human being. I am wife of 25. Like defective software trying to imitate emotions, firmware updated, marriage unstable, and immediately. My husband is 69 years old. Our marriage is stable but quiet. You know, stable means catastrophe is loading in background. Nobody describes marriage as stable unless chapter 2 is approaching aggressively. And then, one day I met a man, always a man, never. One day I met a tired electrician buying frozen pizza at Walmart. No. He looked at me in a way nobody ever did before. Yes, because most people are trying not to scare strangers, and these stories manipulate emotionally immediately. You can judge me if you want. Thank you. I was waiting for official permission. I know what I did was wrong. Then why are there 84 minutes? By minute 12, you already know entire plot. Emotionally distant husband, mysterious man understands her soul. Rain outside, wine near window. Emotional collapse near coffee machine. Human civilization apparently collapses exclusively near coffee machines, and comments underneath act like this is Tolstoy. This really made me reflect on loneliness. No, it didn't. You listen to this while microwaving noodles and searching coupons, and the AI writes these stories so predictably, you can autocomplete them yourself. I looked into his eyes and felt alive again, correct. My husband never understood. The woman inside me, excellent. At this point, even AI is probably exhausted. Somewhere inside server farm, oh God, another forbidden cappuccino romance. But then I realized something uncomfortable. Maybe this content is not actually made for you. No, not you people here. Relax. Yes, you there, you with intelligent glasses pretending this evening has cultural value. This content is not targeting you. This stuff is mostly for older people now, think about it. They cannot really watch modern movies anymore. Every movie now, boom, flash, multiverse, camera rotating inside superhero's eyeball. Fast editing feels less like entertainment and more like neurological assault. And they're not necessarily reading books anymore either. Eyes hurt, tiny letters, hands shaking. So what remains? They listen. That's important. A static YouTube thumbnail, rain, sad woman looking sideways, AI-generated dramatic music, and then robotic voice says, my husband never truly understood the silence inside me. For 4.5 hours, that's the entertainment now. Infinite emotional radio generated by machines. And suddenly, it becomes less funny. Because maybe somewhere an 84-year-old woman sits near window, drinking tea, listening to chapter 62. And then he touched my hand near the coffee machine. And maybe she remembers somebody from 1968. Maybe for her, this is not stupidity at all. Maybe this is simply the last accessible form of emotional storytelling left. But then I remember who creates this content. Not philosophers, not wise old storytellers. 23-year-old dudes in sweatpants, running prompts like, generate forbidden romance, generate billionaire husbands, generate emotional betrayal, generate rainstorm, generate woman emotionally damaged beside kitchen appliance. Industrial sadness factories, some guy named Kevin uploads, my husband left me for my sister part 91, and earns more money than engineer. Socrates died for this. And maybe they are not even wrong, because if millions consume it, then maybe it has value. That's uncomfortable part. We imagine evil as sophisticated, but usually it's just analytics. Engagement rises 14% if emotional betrayal occurs during thunderstorm. And honestly, those creators probably don't even think morally anymore. They just see graphs. Oh wow, elderly women strongly react to forbidden love near espresso machine. And maybe this is capitalism reaching final form, not robots killing humans, humans endlessly generating emotional oatmeal for other humans. until everybody dies listening to chapter 814. He touched my hand, and for first time in years, I felt alive again. But then you catch yourself, because after mocking all this content, you go home, sit on couch, open phone, and immediately consume different garbage. A cat driving tractor, a dog explaining philosophy, a raccoon cooking lasagna in medieval France. At first you hated AI content, remember? This is disgusting, humanity is over. 3 weeks later, okay, the squirrel singing Frank Sinatra is actually pretty good. You adapted very quickly, that's what scares me. The bar is no.